position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to Tucson, Arizona, in the stadium where they bear down for the Arizona Wildcats. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by and the Bruins will put total leather to crank us up. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the Arizona Wildcats offense will come out first. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did. He was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Well, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And, you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
Got it in the middle with Hernandez. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Finds his man, it's Hunter. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got rid of it just in time. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. They'll run this play from the pistol. Handoff to the single back. Can't get him to the ground. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. They're setting the tone on this opening drive. 10th play coming here on third and short. Buys a little extra time. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick completion to the right. Oh, better check some ankles. He makes a move and gets down to the 24. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. It's a draw. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Takes the easy completion. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. So UCLA's offense will get the ball for the first time. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love them.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense going forward.
The Bruins racing to the line in the hurry-up. The pull and throw off the RPO. Breaks into the open. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Bruins started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Grabbed in the middle, it's Matthews. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And as we get deep in this first half, a first and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. Looking to throw, it's Iyamaleava. Touchdown, UCLA! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
7, Arizona, 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. He's got the back in the middle.
Yeah, and you gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never gonna be a cornerback. That's not gonna happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm gonna go attack and make some plays.
Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. They kick it away on fourth down. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one, and I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
The Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. Got it! And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs.
UCLA.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. And it's 3rd down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. And he missed it. No good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say this has been a fun watch so far in Tucson. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Arizona Stadium.
Arizona will kick off to get the second half underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Off the play fake on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Flores. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. He's got the tight end. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. A lot of urgency for this offense.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They just keep firing. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Here comes the noise. Is this crowd doing everything they can to help the defense bear down on 3rd down? Quickly complete. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you...
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it. You could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. So now it's 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd down.
Dropping back, it's Mayava. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Hunter. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The inside handoff. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. The Bruins moving quickly to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
And the Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Looking to pass, it's Mayava. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got a man, it's Hernandez. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Picked off! What a play by this defense! Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game.
Oh, he's got some space. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bruins! They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, I believe someone calls it the Conference of Champions. Pac-12 action today. Oregon has the lead currently at Autzen Stadium, but that typically dynamic offense just hasn't been able to pull away. They're up by 4 over Oregon State. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. To the air, it's Mayava. Under fire. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Trying to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a first and goal after the pick. He'll do it himself. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? To the air on second down. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown UCLA! The offense cashing it in on that drive. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone.
Arizona, 3.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And that's in Arizona.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. A strike downfield. At the 35, he's got room. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. And the Wildcats in the hurry-up.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
To the air, it's Mayava. Gets it out fast.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
The Wildcats had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Pressure coming. Just gets rid of it before the heat. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. Here's the handoff. Quick spin on the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Dances away. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wildcats! What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain. When your defensive ends, you got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Got it, looking for the first down. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. No good. After the miss, the lead still at 11.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Mayava. He's got him. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Snags it over the middle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Wants to keep it in the air. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40.
In Arizona.
Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He makes a catch. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And that's in Arizona.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
From the gun. He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal here in the 4th. Just over a minute to go, and if they have a chance, they've got to come up with this onside kick. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got a tremendous win.
And to keep the belief, like to understand, like I've got a chance to come in and win this game and not just give us lip service. They told us this could happen throughout the week, but they believed. Even when it got a little difficult, got a little up in the air, they kept fighting, they kept believing, and they get the huge win.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation